Hey y'all, it's Kayla with For the Love of Kayla. I am here and I am back with another video. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. We are going to be reviewing Love Island episode 31. This is Meet the Parents with the cute little babies. They have me gagging again, looking at the screen like, oh, so dang cute. So I'm not going to waste no time. Let's get into it. So we open up after the new recoupling. We now see that Huda and Alandria are having a conversation, and Huda is really interested in figuring out Alandria, like, how are you feeling? Like, what's going through your mind? How are you feeling? And Alandria opens up and says, I feel like now this is the first time I got to be selfish. She says it a little later in the season, but in the episode. But you do clock and you do see that she's now feeling great. She feels like, now she can actually focus on Nick. She feels like there's so many moments that happen between them that finally they get to explore and see what this is giving. I thought that was a really cool thing. She mentions that now there's no more distractions, and I think she can now fully separate herself from the idea of Taylor, and I think she's doing a really good job. I can't believe I'm saying this, but she's actually doing a really good job in separating herself from Taylor and the idea of that being a thing, and now embracing this new opportunity with Nick. Sierra is now considered a little bit of a distraction. I say that because now we're in a place where she's not there. And so now she actually can explore with Nick and see what that's giving. Pepe and Iris are talking, and they've actually made it official between the two of them as well. They are both mentioning how Iris is mentioning how with Pepe kind of came off a little bit like, she's explored with everyone, but never got a chance to really see what Pepe was about. And I think they both got to uncover and see, okay, well, maybe Pepe was just this person that's just in a box that you can't touch. But now Iris can see for herself. I'm really interested in the fact that Iris is taking on this experience head on. Like she had a moment with TJ, but unfortunately he's not here. So what is she supposed to do? Just mope around the villa and not do anything? I think that she's actually embracing the connection with Pepe. And I think the last thing I'm going to say about them is that with this connection, I do see them trying. Like, I see them slowly falling. I like their trajectory. I like the pace that they're taking. Later in the episode, you see them do their thing, and I like how they're moving. And it's not bad, but I do see them not returning next episode. They will be the couple that gets dismissed 100%. Everyone's coming back from the recoupling. They're giggling. They're got the zoomies at this point. The guys are pillow fighting, playing around, and the girls are like, they some kids, they playing around. So there is a condom floating around, being thrown around the room, and it ends up landing on Huda and Chris's bed. So that actually does lead to them doing something. My opinion about that is, it already happened, so ain't really nothing I can really say, right? But I think if Huda's open to it and if she can emotionally handle it, then do what you got to do. But it doesn't seem like she was able to emotionally handle that. And I kind of just want to segue a little bit into them as a couple. I do think that Huda has a lot of work to do. She's very young. There's little things in her that I see, right? To where it's like she's learning. If this is hard, I think she mentions the test that they're going to be given is a challenge. So I'm going to jump into what their test was. Everyone in the middle of the night smooches, kiki, whatever, and then all of a sudden you hear, wah, wah, wah. I hollered at how all of them was waking up in their little bonnets like, what the hell? What the hell? That cracked me up. Do you hear me? They waking up, babies at the bedside. Like, oh, wow. Okay. Here goes Huda. I'm getting PTSD. Because y'all know I'm a mom, right? Y'all know I'm a mom. I'm a mom. It's like, girl, we know. We 31 episodes deep, baby girl. We're aware. I was cracking up because it gave this thing of like, these are parents who are not ready to be parents. And it was funny because they had to do what it do. Shelly and Ace had me hollering. Can I just say, I'm just going to say this because I could talk about it all video. This experiment was so fun to watch unfold. They are a key. I was cracking up. Babies got bonnets. Babies is crying. Babies need bottles. Babies fighting for do-rags. Olandria running the ace like, my baby need, can I have yours? He like, you need to go to the store like everybody else. Why? Ace? I love me some Ace. Okay? He cracks me up completely. I love that Ace is showing a goofy side to him. I think I don't know if he's a Capricorn or not, but I feel like he could catch on to things very fast, right? I think after us choosing who's your favorite Islander, who's the most genuine, when he found out that he was towards the end, he's like, maybe I'm taking myself too seriously. Maybe I need to just chill and just have fun. I feel like Ace is doing that. Ace is, I love him on my screen. I don't care what y'all say. Okay? I am feeling him. I think he's everything. He's hilarious. Speaking of Landria baby, Marcel Hilton, aka Marcel. The way that they thought that their baby was a girl, named her Hilton, had the whole thing figured out, and then on the back end realized, it's a boy. It's like, yeah, you guys have a boy. Y'all need to figure this stuff out. What is y'all doing? So basically, they found out that they have a boy. They named him Marcel, which is Nick's middle name. I love it. Olandria was watching Nick, and her coming from a single parent household, she got to see him be a father, see what a father's like. In the essence of Love Island, this isn't real. This isn't a real baby, but I'll get to that. I think Olandria was turned on by his attentiveness, his way of taking control and having her sit back and don't have to do anything. That's probably something she never got to experience in her household, and to see it unfold here and with Nick, someone that her heart is learning to get comfortable with, or even her body's learning to get comfortable with. She liked that. What I would like for Olandria, and what I would like to challenge her with, is, and maybe she's doing this, I don't know how the edit is coming across, but I would love for her to tell Nick how she feels. Seeing you be a dad is so sexy. Seeing you be a father is so attractive. I like it. You look so cute being a dad. Like, flirt. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I mean? Y'all clock what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing her say things in the confessional because no one's there. She can have a safe space, but I'm not clocking her vocalize these things to the person that she's with. Sometimes a guy just needs to know that you do like me. Okay. You know what I mean? I don't know. But Nick was saying that they were cuddling and it was feeling good. A little, back it up a little bit. Okay. She's comfortable with him. My tip is to have fun. That's it. Just have fun, okay? They're not going to get this time back. So milk it. Enjoy. Have fun. Ooh, Amaya talking about, I'm the baby. I'm like, yeah. She's like, I cried just like this baby. I'm like, I know. We know, Amaya. Okay? But don't have Brian do all the work, okay? So cute. Chris offers to do a little yoga sesh with the group. Before I get to Chris, Taylor is, what did I say about Taylor? I think Taylor is a great dad. Taylor is such a good dad. He's so attentive. He's like, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Holding the baby to his chest. He's like, I would love to be a dad. You feel me? Like, I think he said he wanted to have about 3 to 2 kids. Clark strikes Iris as being a strict mother, and I think it's good. Children need that balance, okay? I think I had a good, pretty balance. I think my dad is like the fun dad, but the very deep wisdom intellectual. My mom is the creative, spunky, fun, but strict mom. So I think I had a nice little mixing pot of both of them. So I think kids need that balance. So depending on who the parent is, whether they're like, strict or fun, a balanced household that's safe, fun, uh, is all you need. I adored the stroller race. First off, can we talk about how the moms were having a little soft life? Listen, Love Island. I love the flip on gender roles in terms of tradition. Like usually you see the mama carrying the baby, doing all of this, cooking the breakfast, and you see that flip on its head at this villa, and I adore it. You see the moms on the little balcony with the little sip and enjoying themselves. I love that so much. It's just so cute. And then you see the men like, we some bored dads. Stroller race. And it's cute. It's adorable. So they all being creative, finding things to do. I'm eating it up. I love when Ace do his little power walk. Period. It's hilarious. It's fun. It's good times. And they look like they are having a blast. Huda announces that Chris is going to do a mommy and me yoga. Baby, daddy, yoga. And they all get their mats out. Chris looks like a fabulous yoga instructor. I would love for him to be my yoga instructor. You can be my yoga instructor now. Chris, I told you to run. Didn't I tell you to run? I did. I told Chris to run. He didn't want to hear me. Kanye shrugged. Listen, this whole back and forth of don't tell me to shut up and what you doing with the baby, this, at the third. She's doing this because y'all were intimate and she's trying to gather some form of control over the situation. I think she likes for her man to be obsessed with her and all. Do your thing. I don't care. But you also don't control people and you don't tell people what to do. Excuse me. Chris, all I have to say in this dynamic is I'm not going to spend any time on it because he's making his bed. He knows that he ends up getting into a pattern of getting with women who are emotionally unstable. You made your bed. Taylor and Clark end up winning the baby challenge. A few other couples won the challenge and did a really good job. Nick and Olandria did a really good job with their babies. Iris and Pepe. The bottom two were Amaya and Brian. Not surprised because Amaya did kind of run off on the plug on that baby, but that's okay. She's learning. And Ace and Shelly. You know what? I think Shelly's just here for the vibes. Ace really be working, man. He be working. And I think Ace would make a fabulous dad. He was hilarious to watch. I do want to talk about what happened later on that evening. All the couples reconnect that night. And Shelly talks to Alandria after Alandria had a really long conversation with Nick. And I love it. I love that they're just connecting on a soul level. And it's really nice to see. Alandria chats with Shelly. And she's like, it looks natural, right? I've never heard her say that. I've never heard her check in and ask for approval. And I think it's really interesting that Alandria is asking Shelly for approval. Just a stamp of like, you got it, girl. And I think that's all she really needed. She mentioned that this is the first time that she's actually being selfish. And baby girl, I wanted you to know this is your world. Be selfish. Say no. Say yes. Do things for you because at the end of the day, everybody gonna look out for themselves, to be honest with you. The world we live in, a lot of people aren't really like trying to make sure people are good and is it okay and am I gonna step on toes? Some people don't give a damn. Some people move and ask questions later. So it's very honorable of you, Alandria, to, be noble and not want to step on toes, but at some point, and the older you get, sure clock this, that it's okay to be selfish. Be selfish. Put yourself first. And it'll change your life. I promise you. Finally, Shelly is being creative with Ace. Can we clap? Can we clap? Thank you. There is nothing more than loving on a man who obviously reciprocates it so much, shows up with his actions, does so much for you that you get to return the favor. That's my favorite thing to do. And Shelly got to do that with the s'more date, being creative. Alandria helped her set up the date with the s'mores. You know, she set up Ace like, can I play for a chat? He walks over. He's just so cute. Those dimples are adorable. And good job, Shelly. I'm glad that, you know, you want to make him feel special. And that made him feel so special. You could see it on his face. You know what, you guys? It made me do one of these. I ain't even gonna cap. It was adorable, and he deserves it. He does, because I've seen what he does in the villa for Shelly. I've seen his creativity, and it's like at some point, can you clock in and reciprocate it? And I saw that, and I thought that was sweet. Loved every second. Now, towards the end of this episode, there is one lucky couple that gets the opportunity to go to the hideaway. And guess who that is? I think the text came in less than 30 seconds. They're like, Brian and Amaya. Brian and Amaya. And that's right. Brian and Amaya got that opportunity. They got that opportunity. So cute. And the girls were helping her get ready, okay? They're like, okay, wear this. Tighten this up. She's so funny. She's so down to earth. She's so relatable. I love her one-liners. She should just have a book of like one-liners. She's hilarious. Her quotes are hilarious. Brian, he's geeked up, and the guys are pumping him up. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. They look all cute, ready to go. Ready to go. Do you hear me? It gave very much Princess Diaries, like, and she has arrived. You know what I mean? Like, no, we're gonna manifest the sponsorship. But overall, that was my review of episode 31. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click, 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 share. Thank you for coming back to my video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
It could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.